Hello, how are you? Good to see everybody. Give a second for people to get to jump on here while I do my everyday adjust the camera type thing. I want to talk to you today about mindset. And I know it seems like I've been talking about it a lot lately because it's so important. Mindset and self-awareness are probably the two most important parts of the human experience, of being a leader, of everything, because you really have to know why and how you think how you do, and you've got to control your mindset. I mean, how many times have you been sitting somewhere and people will start talking about something and you'll be like, why is she so successful? Or why is it everything he touches turns to gold? Or, why do people flock around this person or that person, and yet other people seem to repel people? I mean, we always ask this question: why do they seem to always get the great jobs and make all the money, and this person doesn't? Or why does this person always get? Doesn't matter what job they apply for, they get it, and this person, nothing seems to work out. I talked about a week ago about some people never seem to get a win, and you got to get that first win. It's really all about mindset. So I show you my new ebook. Train your brain for success, 7 steps to becoming unstoppable. I'll put the link below this. It's free. I'm not trying to sell you guys anything right now. It's a free ebook. It's like 40 some pages. You have to give me your email. I will give you the ebook, and then you get updates from me and all kinds of great things. But it really talks about the power of your words. A lot of people say, I want this, I want that, but when you say I want, the universe hears, I'm wanting, instead of saying I desire this. It's how you say what you say to the universe that dictates what you get back. And it's how you think about yourself and the world around you. Now, I'm not saying you need to walk around with rose-colored glasses and be naive to the world, but you've got to try to see the world as positive as you can. Now, there are some times where, even I get negative and think, this is a bunch of crap. But then I always go back and say 2 positive statements, because I think it's important to keep positives in your mind. Because if you don't, then you get on a negative rant. Then you start viewing the world negatively. Then you start seeing negative things happen, and you start fulfilling your own prophecy. So if you say, well, I'm going to go on a date tomorrow night, and for the next 24 hours you think, I bet the guy's not going to like me, I bet he thinks I'm a pooch, I bet whatever, then that's how it's going to work out. But if you're going on a date tomorrow night and you're like, man, this is going to be awesome. Him and I are going to have a great time. We're going to dance. We're going to eat some fish fry. I don't even know where fish fry came from. And we're going to have a good time. And that's what's going to happen. You decide your future by what you put in your head now. Now, no, not everything's going to always be positive with you. I get that. I get that's how the world works. But if you keep your part of the world positive, then you're going to get more positive than negative. And even when you're getting negative, if you can try to put a positive silver lining spin on it, it makes it a lot easier to kind of, it speeds up the process. So take time all the time to think of what you're feeding your brain. What are you saying to yourself? What are you saying to those around you? Are you taking a positive view, or are you taking a negative view? Are you expecting doom and gloom, or are you expecting this is going to really work out? Or, when the flu goes around, do you run around and say, I always get sick? I always tell people I never get sick, never. And for the most part, it rings true. Now, I will say I got the flu this year, but I was sick for 12 hours. I know people, my husband was sick, I think, for a week, 12 hours. Because I never get sick. And even when I was sick, I was like, I don't know how this happened. I never get sick. Even when I was sick, I was saying I never get sick, that I'm always healthy, that, I lose weight easily and effortlessly. Everything I touch turns to gold. My passion and purpose is to help people. I'm here to help women, grow, how to become unstoppable. And I just constantly run that in my head. Now, it's a lot different than my mindset was back when I was homeless, and all I could think about was, how unlovable I was, and how could anybody like me, and how stupid I was. So I had to convert all that to a much more positive statement. So take the time when you're thinking, to pay attention to what you're thinking. And I forget how many thoughts we think a day. It's an unbelievable amount of thoughts that ping off of our heads. And if you can control even 10% of that, you're ahead of the game. Most people don't control any of their mind. Most people just accept what they think is how they should think. They don't realize you can change it. You can empower your thinking. You can make your mind your friend because you own your mind. And you can build a fantastic life around you if you're willing to do the work, if you're willing to put in the time. And it starts with your mindset and your self-awareness. Those are your two big keys for success. How and why you do something, and how and why you think something. When you can put those two together, there's nothing you can't have. You will be able to have the life you dream of, the business you dream of. You know, I was just talking to somebody here in the office, and I was showing them something, and I was like, yep, you know, I'm getting closer and closer to monetizing X, Y, and Z. And I realized a lot of it was mindset up to now, because I kept thinking, well, you know, who would want to buy this, or who would want to buy that, or who am I, etc. And I'm a positive person, but I still allowed myself in this one little area to think, well, you know, I'm certainly not an Ollie Brown or a Joy Chudikoff or a Marie Forleo or an Oprah. So, you know, I probably aren't in their leagues. Well, you know, you're right, I'm probably not in their leagues. But when Oprah started out, she wasn't Oprah. She was just a lady doing the news in Baltimore, Maryland, I think it is. I think it was. Everybody starts out small. The thing is, by the time we see these people, they're huge. And I've watched some of my own friends go from, you know, start their own businesses and have nothing, and now 3-4 years later, they have this booming business, so I know it's possible. You have to have faith in yourself, you have to have faith in your mindset, and you have to believe that you can do it. And sometimes when you get low, have a support system, have a group of people around you that you can call and say, you know, man, I don't think I can do this. I'm exhausted. I've worked all day on my paying job. I go home at night and I work on this. I'm just dead. And your support system's going to be like, you can do this. And that gets your mind going again. Of course I can do this. Of course I can, because everything I touch turns to gold. So get your intentions. You know, you want to make sure you have your intentions. Some people call them affirmations. And write them down. And you don't want, you know, I know people that have pages of them. It's like, there is no way you have memorized all 50 of those. Just pick 2 or 3. You know, everything I touch turns to gold. You know, I lose weight easily and effortlessly. And I think, you know, a couple more off the spot. But have faith in yourself. Control your mind. Take the time to control your mind. And again, you can get my free ebook for your email address. You get a free free ebook. It has a workbook, a quiz in there at the end to make sure you have maximized your thinking and that you know truly how to frame your sentences. They say choose your words wisely. It's truth. Choose your words wisely, choose your thinking wisely, and you will be unstoppable. If you have any questions, make comments below, please. If you're on my website, KarenBarno.com, which in order to get this, you have to be over there on my website. Look around. I have some great programs, Reframing Your Past to Empower Your Future, and Enchanted Leaders, 9 steps to, I just drew a blank, 9 steps to be an enchanted leader. Enchanted Leader, Art of Discovering You, 9 steps to discover yourself. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.